This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. But first, we're going to take a look here at Apple, AAPL. Now, they have their new products out there. Tim Cook was there in New York, and it was big to-do thing. So let's take a look at the old chart. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Apple, new product cycle, people doing the upgrades. Now, I think this cycle is going to go for a little bit longer than what people think. I was listening to Kramer there yesterday, and he had that guy on there from the cell phone company. And what they were talking about was the AI that's going to be coming in down the road. So a lot of people will be buying now, but they'll also be buying as this progresses with all the AI features. And that should be pretty, I think Apple should be a really, really good stock going forward here. Now, let's just take a look at the old chart. Okay, so you can see the key level here. We had this nice bottoming tail that we just rose all the way up here very, very nicely. I don't like it because we left a gap here. See this bottom of this candle? That's at 224.63, and then we look to the top of this candle, you're looking at 222.71. So any kind of sell-off, you always look for that gap in the fill for your support levels here. But let's take a look at the upside here first. So what we want to do is look to the top of that candle right there. That's at 232.92. So if you just take that price channel right there, going right across, that's what you got, 232.92. Now that's the breakout. Okay, so if we can break out of that, then what we can do is we can come over here to the top of this candle right here, which is next. That'll be 236.27, and then you have your 237.23. Now you close above 237.23, and then it's blue sky. Okay, so you could go 250 all the way on up here and just work yourself all the way on up here. Now this isn't really what you call a real fast mover. It always gives you a chance to get in here. So always, you know, say if you're long the stock, and I'm long this stock here from way back, but what you want to do is I would add to the position, or even like a trading position, once it gets above that 232.92. That's going to be the key level. Now, downside, well, you just want to look obviously at today's low here. You're looking at 229.20 level here. And then what we want to do is we want to go to that gap, okay? So you look at that low, that's 224.63, and then we have that fill at 222.71. But you also want to watch that 21-day. That's going to be very, very crucial, 223.90, and then we have your 50-day right below that here at 222.50. Now you can see your 8-day here moving very, very, very nicely. See how it moved up? Now it came down, but now you can see where it's curling up. If we get that 8-day like we had here above that 50-day and that 21-day, you can see how it pushes that price right on up here. But again, today what you want to watch here is just watch that price channel, that 232.92. That's going to be very, very critical. So is it going to blow through and then retag that 237.23, or is it going to double top situation and come right on down here? So you have to be a little bit careful. I would be more of a buyer. If it closes above that, then we can know that she's going to go there and retest that 237.23. Now RSI here looking very, very good. Plenty of room to run up here. And your MACD here, also very good. Your green over your red. This is looking like a very, very good bullish scenario there here for a stock on Apple. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, what I was going to point out, first thing, what I do like about this is this 21-day, okay? 71.24. Right now, you're sitting at about 71.40, so you're just above it. Very, very key. Now, again, as long as you can hold that 21-day, we're in very, very good shape. Now, again, if that's lost, we'll take a look at the downside. You want to look at that today's low, that's 70.37, but your key level is going to be right there, that 69.89, that 8 SMA here. But you can see the 8 SMA is curling up very, very nicely here. If you can get above that 21-day, then she can rip up here, and the price will rip up to that 50-day right there, okay? So what we want to do on the upside is you want to watch yesterday's high, 71.53, and then we'll watch the top of this candle here at that 71.92 level. That's also going to be key. And then we can go to all the rest of these candles here. Look at the bottom there. You got 72.83. And we look at the top there. You have 73.52, and we can work yourself up to 74.38. But realistically, your target's going to be that 74.72 level. That's going to be very, very key. But on a closing basis, you want to hold this 21-day. That's going to be very, very crucial. And that 8-day here, rolling right up here nice here. This gives it good support level. Now, if that 8-day is lost, then we look at yesterday's low, okay? So you're looking at 69.13, and then we'll come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 68.58 level, and then obviously you can just work yourself right down. 67.97 we have. You got 67.24, and then we have 65.63, and then your big retest here at 65.27. But right now, as long as you're holding that 21-day and that 8-day, this can be like a nice, good sideways action, just like we're doing with natural gas, and it could take it higher. Now, MACD, this is looking very, very good. So you're green over your red, but you're just getting started. See how you're at the bottom here? You're not at the top situation here. You're ready at the bottom here. This could go higher. Your RSI here, relative strength is 48. That could go much, much higher also. So right now here, what we have today is we have ourselves an inside day so far. So we got to see if we can get above yesterday's high. That's 71.53, and then we'll come up to here, that's 71.92, and maybe make a breakout towards that 50 simple moving average. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Now, natural gas is having a good day. I'm long, and I'm also scalping it. I'm on my second scalp here on the natural gas. Now, here's an hourly and a 4-hour chart. Now, you can see here, this is a nice, good gap up here. But look at this, how nice this is. See, we have a low, higher low, higher low, and higher low. Even though it pulled down here, you got a nice series of higher lows and higher highs. That's very, very good. So this is the big number that you're looking for, 2.43. We'll look at that on the daily chart here in a little bit. But that's what you're looking for here as a retest. Now, we've got to see what's going to happen when it gets to there, okay? Does it crack through, or does it reject it and make a double top and come on all the way on down? So when you look at, like, say, an hourly chart here, it's always good to look at an hourly chart. If you're trading, you want to use a tick, a 1, 5, a 15-minute chart. But this is always good here because this is where you can see where you can hold your support levels, and if it comes right on down here, where you need to buy it and where you don't want to buy it, okay? So right now here, you got that same series of higher highs and higher lows kind of a situation. Then we pulled back off of that 2.43, came all the way down here, actually very, very nicely down to that 2.2 level. And then we have what you call almost like an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, and now she's trying to rip up back to that 2.43 level here, and that's going to be your breakout, okay? So if we can go above that, then we can rip much higher. Okay, let's take a look here now on a daily chart. Okay, here we have something a little different today. We have a daily chart of natural gas, and we have a daily chart of UNG here, okay? So this is what I trade, and I really like trading UNG. The Boyle's just not for me because it's a 2 times leverage fund, but the problem with that is they rebalance that, and it just loses so much over time where natural gas move up, and it doesn't seem like it wants to catch up. So a UNG is more of a 1-to-1. It's a real easy, simple trade, okay? So let's look at the natural gas here first. Okay, so this is what we have here. We had that green candle. It came all the way down here. But you notice that here we closed back above the 200-day and above that 8-day, and we were right into that 100-day. Now today, look at here, okay? We held the top portion of that candle, and now we made a higher high and a higher low. Very, very nice. And we're above that key 8 simple moving average, and now we're above this key 100-day simple moving average, okay? So what we're looking for here, okay, is what we have is you're right now at 2.41. This is what you're looking for right here, 2.436, okay? So just take that price channel. That's what you're looking for, and the retest. And then we have to decide what was going to happen once it gets there. Now, again, if it can crack above that, you got a lot of nice targets. Your next target is going to be right roughly there. 2.45, 2.48 is going to be your next targets. And then we're going to come over here. Okay, you got right there. You got 2.52. We have 2.57 and then 2.60. That is going to be your next targets. That going up. But if you got to close above that 2.43 level here. Okay. Now on the downside, you just have to hold this 100-day. That's going to be key. But the key level is this 8 SMA at 2.336. Now you can see here when we had this contract roll. Now remember, the contract roll will start this Sunday and then go through probably Tuesday level here. So we had that contract roll. It's going to gap up again, okay? But that doesn't mean UNG is going to gap up or Boyle or in these ETFs, just the natural gas, okay? So this is running up here very, very nicely. But you can see how nice it's holding this 8 SMA here, okay? So even if it comes down, but you're closing above, that's the key. So for today, this is what you want to watch. You want to watch that right there, that 2.43 level. We break above that, then we can go higher all the way 2.45, 2.48, 2.51, 2.57, and all the way to 2.60. And on the downside, just watch that 100-day and that 50 SMA here. So I'm on my second scalp here. Now, let's take a look here on the daily chart here of UNG. Here we have the side-by-side action. So you can see here we put a bottom, double bottom, and then this is rolling right on up here. The same way what we have here on the old natural gas. Now what I'm looking for here is a breakout is that 517 level, okay? So if you can crack that 517 level, then you got a nice good shot here, target at that 1601. You get above that, you got that 1690. So as long as when this rips up here, this is looking very, very good. So if you're trading this, you can put these charts side by side and it gives you a good relation. So these are the best charts. These are Thinkorswim charts. These are the best charts in the business. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You can do anything you want with these charts. I just try to keep it very, very simple. These are the blue lines are price channels, and then I use simple moving averages. There's your 8-day, your 21-day, your green is your 50-day, okay, your 100-day is your purple, and then your 200-day. That's all you really need here, and then use your RSI, that's your relative strength index, and then we have your MACD that shows you positive momentum. See how your green is over your red? Very, very nicely here. So this is what I'm watching at here today is that 1517. If we can crack above that, then I'm looking for it to get up to that 16 level here on the old natural gas here, okay? So this is really goes by the same kind of a chart situation. See where we had that big run up all the way up to 2162. And then you came and you made that double top, and then she sold right on off here. So always watch these charts here, put them side by side, and then you can get yourself a good feel for what exactly like what I'm doing here with the UNG versus your natural gas. But for today, just watch that 2.436 level. If we can get above that, then we can rocket higher, which will send UNG higher. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after pit close, and we'll take a look there at crude oil and natural gas. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.